Okay, not gonna waste the trip down there, so I got the basin and I got the pipe, and I'm gonna bring it down there, and I want to see if it's dried out enough. Hopefully it is, and tomorrow I can get digging that pond and get this in. Because what I think I'm gonna do anyway is I'm gonna get the pipe in the ditch I've already dug, leave the stub sticking out, and then I can put that in once I dig it. But at least then I can drive over it. So take a ride over there. All right, well, you can see the ditch I dug already started filling with some grass. I wish the banks on my slopes would do that, but you could see how wet. Can you see how wet? Look at this. That's what I wanted to do. You see how the water, this whole area right here, and this isn't even a lot of rain that we had. It goes to about there. That's Gwyn's house there, but it's about to there, and you could hear me walking through this, and the water just sits here, just sits and sits and sits. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig a retention pond right here, and then have it just drain right out right through there. That's why I'm only using 4-inch pipe, just because it's not going to be a lot of water and it'll go out easily, but this needs to be fixed. So I don't really want to bring the excavator down here while it's squishy like this. The only good thing is it's easier to sculpt the sides, and it's also nice to see where it needs to be done. So I probably will, even though I'm going to make a mess, I'll probably just jump across the ditch over here because it's not as wet over here. That's how I got out twice already. So, and then when I dig this, I can take that dirt and put it back over the pipe. So I'm going to put the pipe in, have it just sticking up the stub over there. When I put in the drain, this way when I concrete it and the anti-seep collar and all that around it will be good to go, and I can drive right across with the, I can't even bring the mower over here. I did the other day, but I came around and it's a little tough. So all right, that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. Okay, welcome back. Here's the next morning, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this ditch out a little bit more, and I'm going to put the pipe in, and I'm just going to leave it run long on that end where I'm going to put the basin. And when I dig this up, I'll fill in the ditch with it, because I did take some of this dirt. That's not all the dirt that came out of here. I did use some of it down back. So you can see how much grew in. I mean, this is only about a month, and this is all the, like I said, I wish my banks would do this out there. I wouldn't have any erosion problems, but this is fertile horse ground over here. So, but what I'm going to do, and I'm not really going to do it in any particular shape. I'm going to probably more like a kidney shaped, I think, over here. But you can see it's wet even back all the way to there. So I'm going to, and even right where I'm standing here. So I'm probably going to take a little bit of that, and here, and all the way where my tracks are, because this area right here always stays wet, as you can see. I mean, it hasn't really rained for, like, hard rain for 3 days, and the ground, this just all collects the water here. So I think doing a little retention pond here with the drain right out will dry this whole area up. And because like I said, this is Gwyn Way, and my neighbor brings his horse manure and spreads it down on that trail, which you saw a video of when I cleared it for him, leveled it. So all right, enough yakking. I'm going to get working, because what do you know, it's going to rain again. It's already drizzling on me right now.
probably, because the end of it's going to be over there. Not that you can
end right here, and that'll still, I got to make sure I got enough room to drive around, that's all. So probably right about where the bucket is now. Right in this vicinity. I was going to put the forks on and roll this off the forks, but I needed to bring down the concrete and shovels and all that other stuff. So I'll have to do it the old-fashioned way. See what we can do now. Okay, here's a little intermediate. So I guess that looks kind of like kidney shaped. Not too deep, not too shallow. I made it so I can get in there if it grows in some weeds, which it probably will. And I'm going to put the overflow in now so I can get it at the right elevation over here. Of course, it's raining again. Just started raining. I'm probably going to have to put that camera inside. But I think this will hold water nice now. As you saw, it was all clay on the top, so that's why it didn't let any water go through. So I think that will hold it, which would be fine. That'll be better. I'd rather have it hold it than not, because otherwise then it will get grass and weeds growing in it, which it probably will anyway, but it'll be easier to maintain like this. And I'll bring up some sand from down below and fill in a couple of the areas. That area I had made before, that needs to be fixed again, but that does let a lot of water run off. So all right, I'm going to do that and get back and slick the rest of this up, and hope if it keeps raining I may have to wait. But this is the basic shape, so I think it came out pretty good for what was that? I don't know, hour and a half, something like that. So all right, let me get to this. Brought that just in case it rained. That's how we get water to where it needs to be. listening to Ted Nugent's Spirit Campfire right now on Facebook, but just so that I can give you this update, I'm gonna pause him for a minute, because I can't do both by video. So there we go. We got concrete in the bottom up to the bottom of the pipe. We got the empty seat collar right there. Yes, I am going to bury those bags right there. This area is not finished yet, but I want to make sure we got water coming out. I got to get this all done. Can you hear that? It's coming. It's coming. Ah, there it is. I didn't even use a laser. I guess my eye is not too bad. 41 years of building things, I guess my eye is pretty good. So, I like it. I got to get that fixed. I got to get that where it needs to be, but here we are. I'll try to turn slower. So, this will probably end up being underwater. But like I said, it's still, water seeks its own level, so it will still be no problem that the water will run out of it. So, it's kind of nice. And the next project will be going over there, the last push for the North Road, and I know everybody likes to see the trees come down. Some people don't, but come on, why are we not zooming in? Those trees right there they're actually in the road. You can kind of see them. There we go. There's a whole bunch of them. I should have done it originally, but why would I do what makes sense? Up, there goes my white bird. Where is he? There he goes. Because I could have buried him, and now I'm going to have to burn him. So I still got plenty of room out on Goose Island to knock them down. So the next thing I do is I'm going to be knocking those trees down. So a little snap, crackle, pop for everybody, and then I'll be burning them at some point. But I want the final push, what I'm going to call it, the final push on North Road, so I can get on the other side. So, all right, let me go finish up here. And what do you know, the sun's back out again. It's not raining right now, so I got to take advantage of it. Okay, here we are, end of the day. Wasn't really a whole day, but just figured I'd get it. So there's my kidney-shaped retention pond. We got the overflow in, we got the anti-seep collar, we got concrete in the bottom of it. So let that dry. I'll build that up tomorrow. I'm gonna fix over here a little bit because I couldn't reach, and we'll see what it does. And that'll definitely hold water, so I think this should take a lot of it away. And I'm going to bring some material and fill that in because I don't think we'll need that as much anymore. It doesn't need to be as deep as that. And I think this will dry up right here. So I think we'll be pretty good. This will take care of this area over here. So, all right, I will be back at it tomorrow. Well, here's the next morning. We got big thunderstorm last night and a weird cloud. I'll put a little bit of the video for it, and it actually made the news all around the county. But because you can see it's working and it's holding water, not enough to fill it up, but I'm hoping that the ground that this is going to work. You can see this is pretty much dry over where it wasn't before. So this area is not so good yet because it's too fresh and it's got some horse manure mixed in with it. So I've got to fix that, but I've got to get rid of that pile because you can see we're holding water over here now, because that used to run over because it sloped over, and now that's making a dam. So I'm going to have to move that, but I'm not going to do it until this dries up a little bit. I brought a load of some good sand with some clay mixed in it, which I'm going to use to fill in the rest of this behind the overflow here. So concrete's all dry, that's all set. So I'm going to get to that part, but I won't be able to grade it all off until this dries, because this is just way too wet. I'll probably move the excavator, get it ready to go down towards the north road to take those trees down like I talked about earlier, but I'm not going to be able to drive on this to slick it up nice. So let me just get this in there, and then I'll get a shot of it after, because there's not too much more I'm going to do today. So let me get to it. All right, it's a little too wet to do anything. I brought, and I didn't film it because I was trying to get it done. I brought, what did I bring? 3 loads. I brought 3 loads, maybe 4. So about 2 yards worth of some nice sandy clay that I dug out from the finger. So I brought it all the way down and around, but see, if you look, of course it's very hot today, my fingers are sweaty, but if you look right there, I'm rutting up that area pretty good. So I don't want to take too many more, but I debated on waiting till it dries and dig this out this way a little bit more, but it's nice to have this way to come in as well, because actually where I'm standing now is Gwyn's property. The property line is just about where the horse pile is, right there. So he doesn't care. I mean, obviously I'm helping him as well, but I'm trying to leave him options as well. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring down more material as it dries, because I drive the tractor every day, when I'm working on the North Road, to bring fuel and grease and everything else. So I'm just going to build this area up, because you can see, well, you can't really see on camera, but everything and all his manure is kind of sloping everything right into there, and this is definitely lower than where the tractor is. So I'm just going to build that up a little bit with a swale each way, so it'll run into there, and then it'll run into the pond here. So, and I'm going to build that up a little bit as well, to make some run down towards the lake and some run into here towards the pond. But the overflow, that once this fills up, this will be nice. Good little little looking pond for Gwyn more to look out of his house and see it. And like I said, you can see how it's holding that. Well, this is it right here. Out of the sun, but you could see that it's like Play-Doh. No water goes through that. So that's what the problem was. He had all this horse manure put on top of that, and it just, none of the water will sink through, and it just makes a big goopy mess. So, but that sand right there is very nice, and so I'll do with the rest of it. So I don't even think I'm going to move the excavator till Monday, when I go to do the take the trees down over there. I don't want to make ruts for nothing. It's already sitting there. There's no sense to let it move. It's fine. So all right, well, I guess that's it for this video. So the next video will be taking those trees down on the North Road, and final push after that to get that part at least rough graded out. And all right, well, today is Saturday, what is it, 21st, August 21st, so hope everybody has a good weekend. You won't see this till Monday, but hope you had a good weekend, and thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to put the that video with the lightning clouds, I'm going to put that, that'll be after this, just in case anybody wants to watch the whole thing. I mean, I never saw anything like it. I mean, like I said, it made the local news, so if you want, it'll be right after this. What are they turning for?
They missed. They're the new babies. They haven't really learned the whole.
That was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Who needs fireworks?
I've just never seen anything like that. Just one cloud, just lightning strikes over and over and over. Are they lightning to ground strikes? Some of them look like they are. Wouldn't want to live right over there.
Huh?